Hello again, this is Andy with Bought with Equity, and we've got a great find today. This house, when we're done with it, this will be a 5-bedroom house. We're going to rent every room out separately. We'll still have a huge living room, a huge kitchen area, a basement little rec room, a full laundry. It's really a nice house. Like a lot of our houses, this is a distressed property. It's in a great neighborhood. It's not far from 285 or downtown Atlanta. We'll show you inside. It's vinyl sided, so it really just needs to be pressure washed. Handy Andy will do a line item bid on this whole thing. It's got really nice upgraded slate steps. Cost somebody a fortune to put this stuff in here. It's gonna be a little bit dark. We don't have utilities on this one. You got parquet floors, which can be salvaged for what we're doing. And again, the difference in our model versus everybody else, most of the investor groups out here, they'll come in and they'll buy a property like this and they'll rent this to a family. And the problem with that is a family's gonna come in here and they're going to rent this thing and they're going to pay about $1,000 a month for this house. And you got a really high risk that somebody's going to come in here. You got 4 or 5 bedrooms in here. 4 the way it's set up now. We'd make a 5th bedroom downstairs. Get a big family in here. Someone loses a job. Something happens. They don't pay the rent anymore. Then you've got to evict them. It could take 3 to 4 months in Atlanta to do that. And then you got to come in and fix the place up because there's something about Atlanta evictions. The tenants get mad. They trash the properties. So what do? We've been in Atlanta for 20 years. We've run these programs before, and what we've come up with is we create shared housing. So we're gonna come in, we're gonna clean up the kitchen. You got nice oak cabinets in here, pretty decent shape. They did have a little issue on the wall here. They had a little griddle fire here. Didn't really damage the property much, just a little bit of smoke damage in this corner. So we come in and clean that up, clean up the cabinets. We're not flipping the house. We will go ahead and change out this cleanup. If this floor won't clean up, we'll change it out. But unlike a flipper, a traditional flip, or even for a retail rental, people walk in here, they want to see everything brand new. When we do the rooms, they're just happy, honestly, to have a nice place, a nice program. We do long-term leases. We carry the utilities on the properties. And so what will happen on this property, and look at this deck out here. You got a nice yard. The yards are all clean. You don't really see a lot of damage to the property. We got a little bit of repairs on this back gutter. It is vinyl sided all the way around. And we can go down into the room here for backyard for a second so you can see it. But what we do with our program is we minimize the risk to these properties. We don't have a lot of vandalism. We don't have a lot of vacancy. We market through myrentedroom.com. You know, they had a bunch of cable back here. You can see this little entryway here goes into the family room downstairs, which we would potentially turn into a 5th bedroom. So basically on a house like this, instead of getting $1,000 a month, we're going to get about $2,000 to $2,500 a month in rent on this property. That's how we do it. But again, it's more labor intensive, and what's cool about our program with Bought with Equity is for an investor, you're completely secured. You go on title. All of your funds are held in escrow by the closing attorney, and you get a chance to passively participate in something like this. You got a huge living room area here. It's about 13 by 13. You've got a dining room here that we just came through, which is about 12 by 13. And again, most of this is paint, carpet. You got about $15,000 in repairs. We'd be all in on this property for about right around $80,000. Is what it would take to buy in here. Usually these fiberglass tubs are all nasty. This one's nice and clean. So it really looks like whoever had the property took care of it. We're in the master bedroom right now. A room like this would normally rent for $650 to $750 a month. You got the master bath. Has a little bidet right here. Everything's in nice shape. It's all clean. Just need paint, clean up, and an exhaust fan. So again, Handy Andy comes through, does a line by line bid. Got a big walk-in closet right here. We got big parking here. We don't have any homeowners restrictions in this neighborhood, so we're able to go ahead and rent the rooms. Nice corner bedroom, 12 by 13. Big closet in the corner. Because we're not flipping the houses, we go ahead and leave a ceiling fan like this. So we'll go through. The one thing we do on all of them, we change these Luan doors, the smooth doors, the 6-panel doors, new hardware with locking doorknobs. Everybody gets a locking room. We've done this for years in Atlanta, and what's happened with us is we're now able to present a program for investors to be able to participate with us with fixed rate returns. Most of our investors are earning 20% a year. It's 10% a deal. And we'll purchase a property like this one, we'll turn it around, we'll get it rented, we'll get it cleaned up, we'll get it cash flowing, and then guess what? We're selling it off. Sell it off to the outside investor who just wants a fully rented property. We guarantee the rent stream for 18 months. So the outside investor is guaranteed a 10% return. And this property will cash flow like crazy. We have an option in this room back here, and we'll get it up here for you. You'll be able to see it a little bit. It's a big room, but you can see we've got a nice big fireplace down here. We've got a closet in the corner. So we could actually come in here and carpet this room and turn it into a 22 by 15 bedroom with sliders to the rear. And this thing will rent all day long. And then you've got another bedroom here. Bedroom 4 is here in the corner. Just needs carpet, paint, and a ceiling fan. You got a big closet here. It's on the front corner of the house. And it's a 16 by 13 foot bedroom. It's huge. As you go through the house, it really doesn't need a ton of work. And then we've got a full bathroom downstairs. So we've got 3 bathrooms in this house, which allows us to turn this room into a 5th bedroom. We've got inside parking that we get $50 a month for, usually. So we got a huge 2-car garage here. And overall, the house is in great shape. We've had a few water leaks from upstairs. They forgot to drain the pipes. You're not gonna be able to see much in here. This is kind of a utility room here. We got a little bit of damage in the ceiling where a pipe broke. We got a full laundry back here, left and right there set up. And then we got another bonus room back here that really could just be set up as an in-home office for somebody. We wouldn't turn this into a bedroom. You want to get greedy with it. But what a great opportunity to buy a home passively, work with a group like ours. And what's really unusual about our program is you'll end up, this particular property is going to be about $80,000 all the way in. We need to run the hard costs. We'll have a very detailed line-by-line bid. The investor will park those funds with our local attorney in escrow. So the money doesn't come to us. We purchase the property using those funds. Your 10% starts to run. The minute those funds are deposited with the attorney, those funds are running. And these properties are just examples of what we can do. The Handy Andy bid is also parked with the attorney. The property on this for repairs are looking at about $15,000. So you're looking at about a $65,000 purchase, $15,000 in repairs. You're at about $80,000, $80,000, $85,000 all in on this property. And you're going to get a guaranteed 10% return on that money. And if you want to, as that investor, you can stay at the end of it. We can sell it off to you at a discount, and you can keep the property. We'll manage it for you. MyRentedRoom.com will manage and rent the property as a joint venture partner. But properties like this are getting harder and harder to find in Metro Atlanta. We've got to hunt all day to find this stuff. And that's part of what my group does with the heavy listing. We find the properties, we video them so you can see what they are. We'll video the repairs before and after so you can get an understanding of what's actually being done on the property. Keep your price of the rentals, and then it's your decision. We're either going to sell it off to another outside investor, or you as the investor may choose to buy it at a discount, but you're guaranteed 10% return. If we sell the property in 3 or 4 months, you made 10%. And some of our investors are seeing a 20% annual return because we can use their money twice. It's per deal. It's per deal or per annum, whichever is more for you. So if we sell it in 4 months and we keep your money in play, the wheel starts again, and you're going to go ahead and get 10% on the next deal. Most everything we do is in the $15,000, $100,000 range. Once in a while we do something a little bit north of that. And houses like this make sense because we don't have restrictive covenants in the neighborhood. We got tons of parking, quiet neighborhood, close to 285. We can keep 4 or 5 renters in here at all times at anywhere from $400 to $750 a month. So there you have it. We will see you at the next house. Take care for now. Bye-bye.